M is furious at me for selling her 16-year-old son the wrong car. A little bit of backstory. I'm a car salesman at a Toyota dealer. I sold M and her son a new RAV4 XLE. And they like it until one day. It was a nice and sunny day too. Enter M and EK. EM equals entitled mother. EK equals entitled kid. R equals receptionist. ME equals me. She walks in and goes to R's desk. M. Hi, can I have a chat with me? R. Sure, I will call him. What is the issue? M. I just need to talk. Okay, kinda aggressive. R. Calls back me. R. She needs to chat with you? Asterisk SHRUGS asterisk. I recognize her, and of course she oddly leads me outside to the car I sold her. M. You see this? Asterisk POINTS at the car, it's a complete piece of crap. Me. I thought you liked it? What is the problem? M. It doesn't have good features. No power trunk like WTF. Me. I said at the sale there wasn't a power trunk. M. The digital screen is crappy. My son hates it. Replace it or I will sue you. Me. Kinda angry, but still NICE asterisk it's only been 4 days, so I can replace it with a RAV4 XLE Premium? Ek. Mom. I want that car asterisk POINTS at the new 2020 Supra. Me. It's not for sale, it's on display. M. Give him that car now. R. Ma'am, leave the damn dealer. M was preceded by security and the car's warranty was disabled for reasons you can understand. Ep goes berserk in a children's hospital. Both her son can't play Fortnite. This is my first entitled parent post, so sorry if it's a bit bad. M entitled mother C child N nurse D doctor. So I was at the children's hospital with my son. In the waiting area they have a old PS2 with a few games that someone kindly donated for the kids to play on. M and C walk into the room, check in and go to the waiting area. C, about 6 or 7, goes and begins playing on the PS2. C to M, mummy can I play Fortnite? M of course you can. M walks up to the desk. N hello, how may I help you? M can you give my son Fortnite to play on? Nurse is visibly confused. M the PlayStation. Give me Fortnite for him to play on. N I'm sorry, the games on the shelf are the only ones we have. M Fortnite is free. All the kids nowadays play it. You should know this. My son is very ill. He wasn't. I believe he was getting his vaccines and deserves to play Fortnite. C is just happily playing Simpsons on the PS2. D enters D. What seems to be the problem? M this woman points at N is refusing to give my 6 son Fortnite to play on the PlayStation. D knows his SH asterisk TD. I'm sorry ma'am, that is a 15-year-old PlayStation 2 that is incapable of playing Fortnite, as Fortnite is a newer game that requires newer consoles. M I don't care. My son is ill and deserves it, so give him a Dino. He can play on the PS2, which he is happily already doing. M is now shaking with anger. M this is disgraceful. Why are you should have the newer consoles to let my extremely ill son play Fortnite. He can do what he wants because you do what we want. And he wants Fortnite, so you should provide it. At this point I was called and so didn't see any more. I would have intervened, but the doctor seemed to have it under control. Kid keeps making strange noises half the movie. Get dinked by an ice cream. R cast. Me, the hunter of cunts. M, entitled mom. F, friend. Ek, M's hell turd. I know him from school. Hot, other people in the theater telling them to screw off. So, I went to watch Spider-Man Far From Home yesterday, and it was a nice movie, except for this kid who kept yelling the whole movie. Like he mimicked the characters with weird voices, and kept singing the Spider-Man theme song from the old cartoons. Hot, please stop making noises. M, he's just a kid, ignore him, you can still hear what they're saying. Keep in mind this kid's the same age as me. This kid's an total ass, and also a bully. Other people also tell her to make him stop, but she doesn't listen. This continues till the interval. I get an ice cream cone. When we get back to the theater, Rek is still acting like an autistic parrot. F, want to hit him with popcorn. Me, no, I got one better. What's about this cone? F, do it. So, I eat the bottom chocolate thingy, the best part, and aim. She was a good 5 to 6 rows ahead of me, so I needed to be really good or else I'd punish an innocent person, or make a mess. I didn't care about getting caught. I was in the last row, and who would defend her? I aimed and let it rip through the air, making it spin really quick for added explosion damage. It kinda sprayed some onto me, but not too much. It connected with the back of X's head, and also sprayed M in the process. Ek yelped, stood up, looked around and got out of the room. Ek and M never came back, so the mission was successful. In hindsight, Should have bought 2 cones. I didn't have anything to eat the rest of the movie. I'm sorry someone in my family is dead. I posted in r/chilled free, but someone suggested I should post here too. I've never been so disgusted in my life. My aunt died suddenly today, and I'm trying to fly an emergency flight home, and my flight was cancelled. This bitch with a stroller is trying to cut in line while I'm trying to get new tickets. She's in a hurry cause she's about to miss family boarding for her on-time flight. I said I'm sorry I was here first. She starts to argue with me. And I said I'm sorry my flight was just cancelled and someone in my family just died. I'm not in the mood. She seriously fucking says I'm traveling with a child. I snapped back your child is alive. Someone in my family is dead. She goes you're not the only one going through things. Sorry you feel special. I said sorry you feel special. Just because you have a child. She finally goes I'm gonna let you go because you seem like you're in a bad place. I looked her dead in the eye and said yay, I am. She then gets into an argument with me about how she was in line, but she was off to the side. I said so you weren't in line. Then she had the nerve to tell me I don't know how lines work. Unknowing of the situation, her husband comes up to me asking if they could cut cause they were about to miss the family boarding. She says don't ask her. I snapped at him too. He can only play with boys. Currently at the park with the 5-year-old Kay that I babysit. She's a little social butterfly who will make friends anywhere she goes. I was sitting next to Ep who was trying her hardest to get her son to play with someone, but he's clearly shy and won't approach anyone. I call Kay over to me and this conversation happened. Me, Kay this boy hasn't found someone to play with yet why don't you invite him to play with you? Kay, okay. Let's go on the swings. She ran off to the swings and the boy was about to follow when Ep grabbed him and pulled him back. Ep, nope we're going home. Kay, but I want to play with that girl. Ep, I've told you several times you only play with boys. She dragged him to their car and left. Kay asked where he went and I told her they had to go home. Nothing really dramatic, but I can't understand why someone would only let their child play with someone of the same sex. Entitled Mom at Airport Starbucks gets tackled by security. A little backstory I'm on a trip with my twinsies and I've seen a lot of M's on my trip, but this one is a crazy B***TCH. Cast M. Entitled Mom, Me, TS Twinsies, Ike, Innocent Kid. So me and my sister decided to get Starbucks before we boarded our plane. We got there and there was only one woman, M, and her kid there. He's not entitled at all. He was actually polite. She orders and gets a sweet peach green tea for herself and her child. We order and get caramel macchiatos. We sit down and drink, but after Ike takes a sip he tells his mom it's a little too sweet. This is where it starts. He goes to the counter and says, "Ma'am sorry but this a little too sweet, can I have one with less sugar or syrup?" He says this in a sweet polite tone, but the cashier says they are unable to do that and he could get another one. He looks a little sad then his face lights up and he says, "Can I have a cup filled halfway with water?" He gets it and pours half his drink into it. He sips it and he looks happy, so I think that was clever of him. But his mom on the other hand looks mad. She goes up to the counter and says, "Why won't you give another drink? We are paying customers and you should give us another drink." The cashier says, "Sorry ma'am you can buy another drink, but we are unable to give you a free one." This lady yells then proceeds to slap the cashier and walk away. I was shocked at that. There was a security guard nearby and another employee alerted him, and the lady saw him and took off running leaving her kid who was looking quite embarrassed. The guard tackled her and tells her to put her hands behind her back. The kid walks over looking sad. They take her away and that's the last I saw of her, and then me and my C's boarded our flight.